watching ZBM TV9, Bermuda.
Big savings of $2 on local carrots, 4-pound bag, only $4.99. Save more than half price on fresh Purdue chicken thighs or drumsticks, $1.79 per pound. Save 80 cents on a dozen large brown or white eggs, just $1.89. For all your baking, Robin Hood flour, 5-pound bag, only $3.69. Sweet savings on Atlantic sugar, 4-pound bag, only $2.69. Have a wonderful and safe Easter holiday from the marketplace.
You can count on us.
Live from Bermuda Broadcasting, this is ZBM TV9 News.
Good evening, everyone. It's Wednesday, April the 12th, 2017. I'm Diane Brewer, and thank you for joining us tonight. Topping our news, police investigators have renewed their call for information on the suspicious death of Javon Daniels. Mike Sharp reports.
35-year-old Daniels was last seen on May 19th last year. His body was located in the bushes near Ireland Rangers Field. Detective Sergeant Jason Smith has details.
On Friday, the 17th of June, 2016, at this very spot, Javon Daniels' body was found in bushes just behind me off of Ireland Sports Field, commonly known as Morrisby Plain. Javon's body was wrapped in cloth, and his hands and feet were bound. The persons responsible for Javon Daniels' disappearance went through great lengths to conceal and to dispose of his body. Those persons who were responsible for his disappearance would have to drive his body to this area, and it is the beliefs of the investigative team that more than one person was involved in his death and the disposal of his body. The circumstances surrounding his death are suspicious, and there is an active suspicious death investigation underway. To date, 3 males have been arrested in connection with Javon's death. These males have been interviewed and released from police custody pending further inquiries. We are today renewing our appeal to members of the public to help bridge the gap in this investigation and bring to justice those responsible for causing the death of Javon Daniels, for his concealment and also the disposal of his body. Any information that you have on Javon Daniels' disappearance will be treated with the strictest of confidence, and all investigative lines of inquiry will be followed. Anyone with information is asked to make contact with me, Detective Sergeant Jason Smith, at 441-717-0864, or by email at jsmith2@bps.bm. Alternatively, persons with relevant information can also contact the independent and anonymous Crime Stoppers hotline on 800-8477.
Detective Smith once again urged people to come forward to assist in murder investigations.
You will recall, in particular, the recent murder trial that just completed, that that code of silence was actually broken. And there was a member of the community that came forward, and as a result of his cooperation, justice was served. So we do recognize that that seems to be a problem within our community, but we are appealing again to those members of the community that want to live a peaceful and happy life in our home to come forward and to stand up to those who are responsible for committing, in these cases, such heinous crimes.
This is Mike Sharp reporting for Bermuda Broadcasting News.
In other news, the Ministry of the Environment has issued its findings on the gas leak at the Rubis facility in St. George's and has determined more equipment and personnel is required for the cleanup. And today's Royal Gazette further reporting that Rubis was late by approximately 24 hours in reporting the leak last month, as required under the operating license of the Clean Air Act of 1991. In a press release yesterday, the ministry now says a vapor plume has been detected in all of the 4 new wells recently drilled to the south of the spill near the southern Rubis property boundary in Ferry Reach. Liquid gasoline product has not been detected at 3 of the new wells, and a slight sheen was detected at one new well to the southwest of the spill location. Furthermore, neither liquid product nor vapor product has been detected at the 2 private wells to the south of Ferry Reach Road. These private wells will continue to be monitored by Rubis at a rate of 2 to 3 times a day. The department has contacted neighbors to the south to let them know if they were to smell any chemical fumes to notify the department immediately. And excitement here at the Bermuda Broadcasting Company today as an official announcement came through from the America's Cup confirming this station as the official Bermudian broadcast partner of the event. The island will be able to follow every exciting moment of race coverage on the Great Sound via the stations of Bermuda Broadcasting.
Here at the Bermuda Broadcasting Company, we are so thrilled and we are so proud to be the official broadcast partner of the 35th America's Cup in Bermuda. And we will bring all of our viewers and our listeners live race action from the Great Sound on our TV and on our radio stations. So be sure to watch us at the Bermuda Broadcasting Company.
By the time the racing begins at the end of May, anyone with a digital TV and aerial or even an analog TV and a digital converter will once again be able to freely tune in to the local television stations, and this time the signal will be full HD. That means that whenever you can't get down to Dockyard to view the racing from the event village, or even if you're watching from a distance on your boat, you can enjoy the action close up on your TV screens.
We're very excited about this new partnership between Bermuda Broadcasting and the America's Cup. It's going to mean that all Bermudians will be able to watch the racing live on television and listen to it on radio, as well as all the other lead-up stories that'll be happening over the coming month.
Sir Russell Coote, CEO of the America's Cup Event Authority, giving our CEO Patrick Singleton and the Bermuda Broadcasting Company his support today. And now we'll give you a better idea of exactly what's in store.
It's an event made for television. And as the America's Cup official host broadcaster, we'll be taking you very close to the action. So close, you'll almost be able to taste the ocean spray. The race action will be thrilling. And Bermuda Broadcasting will be located in the heart of the America's Cup event village, right here in Dockyard, to capture all the excitement. We'll have live interviews, contests, and entertainment. And our radio personalities will be here at the race venue to host their shows. Our station's getting a major makeover just in time for the event. New equipment's arriving all the time. We refitted our radio studios, and now the TV hardware is coming in. Innovation is the buzzword at Bermuda Broadcasting, and after winning a Tech Award for our Rio Olympic Games app, we're ready to make the America's Cup the biggest television event in local memory. We know you'll enjoy the ride.
Stay with us. More news and tonight's AccuWeather forecast after the break.
You can count on us.
Save $2.40 per 5-pound bag of red potatoes, only $4.59. Perfect for your fish cakes, Ocean's Finest Codfish. 16-ounce bag, only $5.99. Great for baking, frying, and roasting. Crisco vegetable oil, 32-ounce bottle, only $4.69. Drink the real thing, Coca-Cola soda, 6-pack cans, only $5.89. Home authentic flavors. Wishbone salad dressings, 8-ounce bottles, just $1.99. Have a wonderful and safe Easter holiday from the marketplace.
You can count on us. Breeze and Brook.
Less than 25% of Bermudians have saved enough to enjoy retirement. Yes, it's easy to come up with excuses. Credit card debt, children's education, low wages. Although these things can put a strain on your budgets, they don't make it impossible to save. At Friesenbrook Meyer, we'll show you how. And it's never too late. Call us for a free, no-obligation consultation today.
Friesenbrook Meyer, covering possibility.
In Bermuda, we're getting trained to protect children from sexual abuse.
I think one of the most important benefits of SCARS is that it brings the topic to the table. And when I say the table, I mean all tables. It can be someone's dinner table. It can be the government's meeting table. It can be a police officer's table. It brings the discussion up. It's always been a bit of a secret, And so with things being a secret and a taboo, it means that the victims are less likely to talk about it, even though no one in their right mind would ever suggest that the victim has done anything wrong. Because of the taboo, it makes them so inhibited that they just cannot talk about it. Whereas the more discussions that take place and the more that people talk about it around the table, I have found personally that people will come out and say something because they feel that they're in a safe environment to do so. And that's a great progress that I credit SCARS with.
Join us in protecting Bermuda's children. Visit scarsbermuda.com to learn how.
Pray for it, plan for it, bring someone to it. The Good News Gospel Explosion begins April 8, 2017 at 6:30 p.m. at the Hamilton Adventist Center, King Street, Hamilton. Come and hear renowned evangelist Claudius Morgan as he presents the Word of God every night except Thursdays. You will hear explosive, revealing, dynamic, entertaining, spirit-filled, exciting messages from the Word of God. If it's in the Word, it deserves to be heard.
That Joint Select Committee looking into the feasibility of establishing a livable wage in Bermuda is calling on the public to attend a forum on the issue next Thursday, April the 20th. It comes as reports reach the committee that there are Bermudians forced to accept jobs that pay as little as $6.50 per hour. Rolf Kimis-Young, who chairs the committee made up of both OBA and PLP MPs, told us their full report is expected to be submitted to Parliament soon.
Well, I remind people to write the words of Secretary of Labor Thomas E. Perez, who served under President Obama, who said that no one should be working 40 hours a week and be living in poverty. One thing we have learned is that reality exists in Bermuda, that people are working 40 or more hours a week and living in poverty. I'll give you one example. I was out canvassing about 10 days ago, and I went to a constituent's house, and you have a young mother, late 20s, early 30s, 4-year-old child. She worked 96 hours at $7.50 an hour at a restaurant. She took home just over $620 for 2 weeks' work, 8-hour shifts. Again, 96 hours, no overtime. Time you add a modest amount of tips and from the job itself, maybe $200, $230 over that period, she would have cleared just over $800 net for 2 weeks' work, 96 hours worth of work. So it's clear that these types of abuses, these types of exploitations that are going on here in Bermuda are relevant and need to be addressed.
Turning to weather news, a cloudy Thursday in store for us. Here's the latest from AccuWeather headquarters.
AccuWeather is presented by BF&M Insurance Group. We now go to AccuWeather headquarters.
This forecast is brought to you by the BF&M Insurance Group, and we have a low-pressure system here just to the south of us, and that is bringing us some cloudy conditions. We will see a couple of passing showers because of this system, but mostly clouds across the island. Taking a look at our current conditions, well, St. George's, 68 degrees. That's the same story for across the island. Your humidity is 75%, wind east out of the east from 8 to 16 knots. Your water temperature 68 degrees. Waves inside the reef 1 to 3 feet and outside 5 to 8 feet. Now looking at your forecast for tonight, it's going to be a mild night, partly cloudy and breezy, 66 degrees for the low. By Friday, you're going to feel that wind gusts up to 30 miles per hour, so a bit windier than we've had here the last couple of days. Tomorrow, breezy with periods of clouds and sunshine, a high of 71, a low of 65. And looking at your forecast for your tides, the high tide at 10:24 p.m. on Wednesday, your second high at 10:39 a.m. on Thursday. Now looking at your getaway forecast, if you would like to get away, travel somewhere else, Toronto 55 degrees, mostly cloudy skies. New York 61 degrees, cloudy as well. In Boston 59 with more sunshine. Atlanta a nice 81 degrees. Miami 82 and London a chilly 58 degrees with lots lots of clouds in the sky. Looking at Jamaica, well, passing showers, 88 degrees, Barbados 86, and Trinidad 91 degrees, but they're all expecting some wet weather in that direction. Looking at our 5-day forecast, well, Friday it's going to be windy, but we'll see some sunshine, 70 degrees. By Saturday, it's a bit chillier at 66 degrees. Same story for Sunday, 66 degrees, and by Monday, temperatures rebound to the 70s, a high of 70 with partly cloudy skies. To keep up to date with the latest weather and news, tune in to Ocean 89, Power 95, and Inspire 105.
AccuWeather was presented by BF&M Insurance Group.
The world is getting smaller.
We travel more.
We see more.
We do more.
So you need a bigger health plan like Premier Health.
You have easy access to benefits at home.
1 million U.S. providers accept your ID card
for college, vacation, and business travel.
With 24/7 worldwide assistance,
U.S. pharmacy benefits,
and 96% of claims settled in 5 days,
Premier Health offers you the care you deserve.
Colonial, where people come first.
CGIGroup.com.
The following is an informational video on the new radiation therapy unit brought to you by Bermuda Cancer and Health Center.
Bermuda Cancer and Health Center are introducing radiation therapy to Bermuda because we recognize that there's a lack of access to care. We have approximately 200 people every year in Bermuda who would benefit from radiation therapy. Currently, we're seeing around 100 people actually get access to that treatment because it's only available overseas. For those individuals who may not have robust health insurance or have no insurance at all, getting overseas for access to care can be very, very challenging. Bermuda Cancer and Health Center, as the charity that are providing this service, means that our commitment to the community is everyone will be provided with care regardless of their ability to pay.
So radiation therapy is an anti-cancer treatment. It works by a machine producing a beam of photons that kills cancer cells. It's a very targeted beam that goes right into the center of the cancer and kills all the cancer cells that it can. With the model that we've designed here at Bermuda Cancer and Health Center, with the collaboration with Dana-Farber and Brigham and Women's Cancer Institute, we think that we can utilize the two most important things. One being near your family and your friends while you're going through a difficult treatment, while at the same time every decision, every part of the treatment is overseen and designed by one of the world's leading cancer centers.
Operating a radiation treatment facility is, when it comes to safety, the #1 priority in terms of ensuring that those that use the facility, those that are working at the facility, our neighbors, members of public, that everyone is safe from potential exposure. And so we have worked very closely with the Dana-Farber Brigham and Women's Cancer Center, who are ranked #4 by the U.S. News and World Report, to oversee the project design, construction, project management, and how the facility will be operated. And certainly the design is for a world-class, international standard operation.
Radiation treatment has a role all the way through the cancer journey. It can be used early on as the main part that cures the cancer. It can be used in combination with other treatments, so in combination with surgery or with chemotherapy. It can also be used for pain control, so if cancer is causing pain, radiation is very good at alleviating the pain. And it can also be used to help with symptoms towards the end of life.
The benefit with the introduction of radiation therapy on the island is really significant to the community, the whole community. Patients being able to receive this level of care at home means that they will not need to spend anywhere from 5 to 9 weeks overseas getting care. And us providing this as a not-for-profit, as a charity, we will realize anywhere from 20% to 50% savings. And what we know as well is when patients can stay at home and receive care, that normalcy, that living that normal life and day to day and being able to continue to work is significant in terms of the overall healing and effectiveness of care.
This informational video on the new radiation therapy unit was brought to you by Bermuda Cancer and Health Center.
Turning to sports, Charybdis coach sums up expectations. BFA celebrates 50 years and Bermuda Pacers receive donation. Here's Earl Basden with tonight's sports report.
Bermuda's Carifta Games team will depart Bermuda in the morning, heading to Curacao. Head coach Devon Bean shared his thoughts of the team selected.
Going into this year, I think the team that the coaches assembled, it's a very competitive team. I'm a realist. We're talking about Carifta here and not inter-school sports or, no disrespect to East Coast Invitational, but Carifta's level of excitement and caliber of athletes is 2 notches up from that. If you look at this team that we have, it's a very young team. Most of the kids make up the under 18 age group, and most of those kids have at least another year in that age group before they move up to the under 20 age group. But going into this year, I think we have a very competitive team, and going out on a limb, I think we can possibly come away with 3 or 4 medals and maybe an outside chance in one of those relays in the under 18 boys 4x1 or 4x4.
CONCACAF President Victor Montaglani will be on the island next week to help the Bermuda Football Association celebrate 50 years in CONCACAF. BFA President Mark Wade explains how getting the CONCACAF President all came about.
When we first went through the records and looked at, when did we become a member of CONCACAF, to see, oh, wait a minute, this is 50 years. So it was exciting from that point on. We knew that we had to, commemorate being a part of CONCACAF for 50 years. And then we started to think about, what were the ways that we should do that, and immediately we thought, okay, well, we need to have somebody from CONCACAF. The president would be the ultimate idea, and he was ready for it. The minute we mentioned it, yes, absolutely. I need to be there. Give me the dates, and then let's make it work. So here we go. If you've got the president of CONCACAF coming to Bermuda to commemorate 50 years.
Today, the Bermuda Pacers Track Club received an added boost as Orange Bay Company handed over a check in the sum of $5,010. Company spokesperson Megan Ephraim explained how they decided upon the Pacers being the recipients.
In 2016, we said, okay, this is the year of the consignor. What do we want to do? We want to focus on them. We want to give them top priority. I mean, they're kind of the backbone of our business. So then we said, well, who are our consignors? They've got kids. So let's open a children's department. So we did. And it's a success. And that had us thinking the amount of money that we raised all of 2016, who should we give that to? And so the owner had a wonderful idea. She said, let's give it to the Bermuda Pacers Track Club, because they have spent 35 years celebrating our youth, empowering our youth, having them carve paths of success into their future just by being amazing human beings here.
Bermuda Pacers head coach Cal Simons thanked everyone at the company for the donation.
We in the Bermuda Pacers Track Club are thrilled to know that Orange Bay is going to make this donation. I can guarantee you that the executive members of the club are excited about it, about the partnership that we have with Orange Bay, and we're going to use the money, of course, to identify some athletes that can travel this summer to either the East Coast Invitational or to the Flying Angels in Canada. And just on behalf of the club, we want to thank you for this donation, and we just look forward to keep the relationship going. Thank you very much.
9 to 7, Monday to Saturday, on 41 Victoria Street in Hamilton. For your home appliance and hardware needs, Sears, washers and dryers, refrigerators and freezers, gas ovens and electric ranges, a large array of Craftsman tools and accessories, lawn and garden tools, fitness equipment, outdoor furniture, barbecue grills, and much, much more. Open 9 to 7, Monday to Saturday. Sears, bringing Bermuda the best variety at everyday low prices.
Port Rockers are very important to Bermuda. Up to 98% of the cargo in Bermuda is imported. It all comes through this dock.
Goods to the hospital, groceries to grocery stores,
feed for animals. Everything that's required in Bermuda comes through us.
And these are the guys down here that are doing the job every day, making it happen.
Our staff take great pride in delivering those services to Bermuda. Stevedore Services moves approximately 34,000 containers per year on this dock.
They're down here most times through the nights, working, getting the containers off the ships.
The heart of our operation is our cranes. Nothing will get off a ship without those cranes, and so we make every effort to ensure that they're fully operational and functional to be able to deliver the goods that arrive each week in Bermuda. Our mechanics have the ability to take our machines, take them apart, work on them, overhaul them, and we recently did that with our Terex crane.
This Terex crane C2 here has a total of 13,202 hours, 54 minutes, about 30 seconds of runtime on it. Looking at the hours on this engine, it was much needed to rebuild.
Totally stripped and rebuilt by the mechanics of Stevedore Services.
These cranes aren't like an average car that you just stop on the roadside and take to a garage and have it repaired. We have to basically come out here and work in the elements and weather, and we have to use either another crane or a top loader or a forklift to move something about.
And we're extremely proud of the work that was done by every crane operator and every mechanic in the company.
We would like to get at least another 10 years out of it.
Being a crane operator requires a lot of concentration. You have to know what you're doing, you have to have good timing. You're constantly going on the ship, picking up containers and bringing it back, and you have to make sure nobody's behind you, in front of you, and plus you're working with people inside the ship. So you have to be very cautious and careful what you're doing. We have top loaders that are lined here. They will come in, they'll take the container away while we go back and get another container. If the container's still there, well, we just stay on the ship till the container's moved, and then we bring it off. So we've been doing it for so long. It's like playing football. You know, you got a full team, you have to use everybody in the team.
The main thing that guides my operational decisions will be safety, number one.
Safety is always the key issue because the slightest move can result in serious injury to somebody or probably death.
You have to be careful with the containers. You can be hit by a container. The container can drop off of the crane. When you're in the hull, you have to be careful how you handle the container because it can slip, it can get out of control, and it can injure you. I know what everyone on the crew is doing. I know what everyone should be doing. I look for health and safety issues while they're working. I make sure that they're working in a safe environment.
Morale is very important on the docks, only because safety is number one. So if you're getting along with the person that you're working with, right, and morale's high, everybody's getting along, that means we're having the issues. Everybody's working along together, communicating, and we try to keep the morale up, keep the guys motivated, and that way we have a safe environment to work in also. It's all tied in.
We consider our staff partners in what we do. There must be good relationships between management and staff in order to deliver what we have to the community of Bermuda.
Guys are great, and it's a hard job, it's a demanding job sometimes. I'm thankful for we guys as well as the unseen dirty guys that do all the hard work, you know. I'm grateful for having them.
My team that I have are dedicated, hardworking, guys that are resilient to anything, weather conditions, you name it, they got the job done. You know what I mean? I'm very proud of them, and they do a great job every day.
Over the last 3 years, Stevedore Services is focused on every facet of its business: finance, stores inventory, training, management development. All of this related to improving what we deliver to our customers. It's important for us that we continue to get better at what we do so that we deliver a great service to the people of Bermuda.
And that's our newscast for tonight. I'm Diane Brewer. Thank you for joining us. Have a fantastic evening, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow. Good night.